Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I just read Prince Maesa by Guy Haley, and it's pretty cool. You might have guessed this, but the book is about Prince Maesa, an elven wanderer who has lost his wife and sets out on a quest to bring her back to life via any means necessary. He is furthermore accompanied by a sprite called Shattercap, who wants to upgrade from being an evil, malevolent sprite to becoming a good, benevolent sprite. On their quest, they have to travel through multiple realms and come across a lot of well-known and also unknown locations, such as Shadespire, Settler's Gain, and the Brazen Claw Inn. One important thing that should be noted about the book is that if you are familiar with the Prince Maesa short stories, this is not a new work. This book instead forms a collection of all those short stories. It's not really an anthology in the traditional sense, however, as Haley has also written some connective tissue that ties all of the short stories together. My favorite thing about the novel is the world building that we get to see, not just in terms of actual locations, but also in terms of monsters, cultures and magic. These characters travel around quite a bit, and thus we get to see a lot of cool places, and Haley did quite a great job at showing off some of the cool things that the Mortal Realms can offer. Especially the Mourngul encounter stood out to me, as we learn a lot about the horrifying backstory of how it became what it is today. But also the exploration of Shadespire and Settler's Gain were quite interesting. Not really relevant, but after recently finishing Godsbane, which also took place in Settler's Gain, it was really fun to see the slight differences in interpretation of the plays between the two different authors. In terms of characterization, it's a bit of a mixed bag, however. Almost all of the characters that the duo meets throughout the book were quite interesting. Especially the dwarf who eventually joins the duo on their adventure. He has quite an interesting backstory, his personality works very well with the duo, and his interactions with the ever sassy Shattercap are extremely funny. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the two main characters. Shattercap doesn't have that much personality to him, as he has the intellect similar to that of the minions from Despicable Me, and Maesa, well, you know when someone plays D&D for the first time and they've picked a rogue during character creation? Yeah, Maesa is pretty much that. A brooding, mysterious edgelord who will sit in the corner of the tavern being all quiet and edgy. The thing with both of them is that their characters only really make sense after reading the end of the book, at which point they suddenly become a lot more intriguing. The issue here is though, that you will probably find them, or Maesa in particular, boring until the last 50 pages of the book. It also doesn't really help that we don't know anything about his wife that he's trying to resurrect. Because of this, I don't feel any connection to Maesa's grief, as his wife just reads like another MacGuffin piece. Then finally, I'd like to praise the ending, as it was excellent. As always, I won't spoiler it, but it is really good. Not only is it quite the emotional roller coaster, but it's also a very big eureka moment, as all of a sudden many of the previous events from the novel will make sense. And again, like I said, both Maesa and Shattercap become a lot more interesting in a very short span of time. All in all, I'm giving this one 4 to 5 edgy wood elves. Prince Maesa is a pretty cool adventure story that features a lot of interesting locations and characters. Sadly, the two main characters form the main weak point of the novel, and the end result is a bit of a discount Malus Darkblade. That being said, I do recommend it, especially for elf enjoyers or people who like the Grand Allegiance of Death. Anyway, that was all I got for you today. Have a nice day, the book's linked down below, and don't forget your daily prayers to the Ruinous Powers.
If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and click ringing the bell to appease the Great Horned Rat. For more lore content, please check my main channel and leave any book recommendations in the comments down below. I gotta get back to reading the next book.